In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs, the internet's #1 D&D 5e play podcast. I'm your host, DM Alex. To my right, we have
Dash is Thrakis.
Bentley Michaels is Rafiri and Night Meadow.
Rhett as Arthur Morgan. Magnus.
What?
Arthur Morgan. Played Red Dead Redemption.
Caleb as Skorri Telbrun.
And Milo is Ball.
And last we left our adventurers, they had just gotten together with Adrian, their new benefactor and bard. Let the adventure begin. So, last we left off was the morning after, and then the 2 weeks following the night at the chateau. You've gotten together with Adrian to go over what he plans for you guys, which is to make sure all things are taken care of with the nobles, the government, the city, and your new employees of the house, servants, gardeners, and a carpenter, a shadowy elven figure, and a few contacts in the city as well. This is after the 2 weeks has passed. You've gotten to meet all of these new NPC friends of yours. What is it that you guys want to do? The gates are open.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I got several things. If nobody else wants to jump in, I've got a few. All right. First thing, I need to talk to my new carpenter friend, Ara.
Ara, yep, yeah. She's got a little room. You kind of talk with her when she's finishing up fixing the floor.
Oh yeah. So how's it going here? Is everything working out? Are you getting paid? Are you?
Oh yeah,
things to work
ship.
on?
Willem's got the gold I need, and he gets all the supplies I want. It's a pretty sweet gig. Were you needing anything else, Mr. Ball?
Well, I think we're going to be going on a bit of adventure soon, and there's a couple of things I'd like you to maybe work on in the house.
Oh, of course. She kind of grabs a small notepad and, a pencil from behind her ear.
So, did you see that the tower that I'd been working in off and on?
The one with all the bird droppings?
No, the one with the books and the arcane spells and stuff.
The library yet? And the Arcano Libero.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, okay, yes.
I would like you to spend a little bit of time maybe arranging books, finding useful ways to expel the knowledge from them in a way that we can more quickly learn and get the knowledge that we need. I'd like you to build it up from.
You're looking for just a really a nice desk. I can definitely get a nice desk in there.
Yeah, a nice desk would be really good. If you could maybe work on some kind of organization system, like a counting system based on what's in the books and whatnot.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yes, I know your weird little Strix. He's working on something like that. I can't quite decipher his system, but I'll help him make sure that it's accessible to all of you.
Yeah, if you could maybe build some kind of mechanism that I don't know, pulls out certain books. If we're looking for specific titles or things like that, something that makes it easier and quicker for us to find that information. That's what I would like you to do. Beyond that, you see these three new guys out here working in the training and whatnot. The soldiers.
Everyone's. I mean, everyone seems a bit new, but the guardsmen. Yes.
Yeah, if you could maybe help them with their building the training equipment, I think that might be something that they could use your expertise for.
Oh yes, I've got some training dummies that are going to be put together, some large logs, and repairs for when Wolf chops them in half. I'm working on a modular system, so that when they get cut, they don't actually break, and you can. It's just the easy to put. I'm working on it.
Something like they're longer on the inside, and when you cut the top off, they spring up.
Sure. Yeah. Longer on the inside when you cut them, and they spring up.
Yeah, it just replenishes itself.
That's if you had a long enough one and went all the way a mile down. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. And she's writing notes down.
Perfect.
For these things that you want her to make.
There's one other thing I want to make sure you're completely aware of. You don't have to stay here. If your travels take you somewhere else and you just feel that yearning, you need to go. I don't want you to feel like you're trapped here in any way.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, of course. But if I stay here, I do get paid, correct?
Of course.
Perfect. That's what I need.
Well, if there's nothing else, I need to go to town and do a few things.
Sounds like I will get to work, Mr. Bowl.
Thanks.
Heads off.
I wouldn't mind taking a stroll around the property with my ambassador.
Okay. Yeah, you've got him
Roman.
kind of situated at the house. He's over the past couple of days made it aware that he prefers to find a place outside that he tends to sleep in. He tends to be outside, and that's where you find him.
I would want to make sure to hit kind of the hot spots for Skorri. Take him back by the place in back, in the grove, the little grove area.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just talking about old days and maybe see what's happening at the boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
What's happened since I left, and then ultimately I'd like to end up down in the prison, the barracks downstairs, the prison area, and just see if I get any sort of impression if he's reading anything off of down there, just because of all the activity and all the people, and there are skeletons, and this guy is a little more adept at maybe necromancy type stuff. Does that make sense?
The skeletons I was confused on.
You said that there was one cell that had a couple of possibly vampire skeletons.
Oh, gotcha. One of the
dungeon.
One of the empty cells. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Showing him around and showing him the grove and the little cairn, the section that the druid circle that you have kind of taken ownership of that used to be Agnes's. You show him that, and you guys reminisce about Vaser. He lets you know that there with the war that was happening, Vaser got brought into it in a couple of ways. He doesn't go into fine detail about it, but the mages asked a number of favors from Vaser, from the people that have a bit more control over the larger powers that Vaser controls.
Okay.
As per the deal they had with the mages.
And was it unseemly Does it seem like they were brought in kind of under duress, or
he's not aware of kind of what transactions took place?
Okay,
he just knows that they happened.
In it,
as far as he knows, no one was hurt or anything. No one was doing anything they didn't want to do. But he's far enough away from the situation that he doesn't have that fine, detailed knowledge of it.
Top level intel. Okay,
yeah. And he's here to try and kind of figure out what's going on. What are the next steps? Because it's for the longest time, he has had a vision of the world moving forward, and that has shifted since this war was won. In all the calculations that they had, this war, the war was going to go the same way it always has, and they were going to back away to their home nation, and the mages would be in power still.
Okay. While we're down in the dungeon, I would say, or Skorri would say to him, let him know, we're probably going to be heading into the waste soon. Do you have any experience or knowledge about that area that might come in handy?
Yeah, while you're down there, he's says, it depends on where you're going. We tend to skirt the outsides of the wastes, as is custom, to show respect to the mages and their territory. Now I am uncertain. The dangers are still there, but the dangers can be seen. As long as you keep your eyes open, you should be safe traversing the wastes.
I suspect we'll be heading to the tower. That's my understanding. Anyway,
there are many towers in the wastes.
Okay. What was the name of was it the Mage's
Chaos.
Tower, or was it Chaos? Okay.
The Tower of Chaos is what the contract details.
Okay.
And it very much sounds like that is not the name the mages would have given it.
Okay. Roman, are you familiar with the Tower of Chaos?
Like I said, my travel tend to be on the outskirts, not venturing deeper within. I could not tell you much about these towers.
Do you think anyone that came before us might have some wisdom to share?
Possibly. Perhaps we can commune with the spirits. They may know.
That sounds good. Maybe we'll get together a little bit later and...
Before you embark on your journey, think of a question you would ask. We'll see if they listen.
Excellent. That sounds good. Thank you. Your wisdom, as usual, aids me. Feel free to meander around.
I do like it down here.
I thought you might. And I would, kind of giving him some space, Skorri would go over to that closed gate that we still haven't gone behind or really looked too far into.
Yeah, and there's the opening. There's the cell that has the iron-bound chest in it. There's one that's open that has the skeletons in it, and there's one that is locked still.
Yeah, that locked one. That's the one I want to take a look at.
You look at it. It's a simple, door, but with a nice iron lock to it.
Okay. I'm going to casually... are there any rocks nearby?
There's some stones, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to casually take a stone, football size or fist size, kind of whatever is there, and try to hit the lock.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
And I'm going to cough to try to conceal it while I do that.
What?
It's a natural one.
Nice.
That's the most Caleb thing I've ever favorite scene happen.
You spend a little bit of time looking for a rock. You find one that's about fist size down here. You try and like grab it so that it's going to hit the door and the lock, and you know, raise up to do it. And you remember, oh right, I'm going to cough to hide the sound, and you cough, and it just turns into a fit. And you don't even make the attempt. You just are down there just hacking up a lung, and Roman kind of comes over to you and is like, "Are you okay?" And he's like pulling out some like herbal medicines to.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need some space. It's really musty down here. It must be something in the air.
Yes, and it takes the right kind of constitution to live underground.
Okay, buddy. And as things kind of calm down with him and he starts to get, hopefully he gets distracted. I'm just going to misty step to the other side
of
the gate.
Of the gate?
Yeah.
What gate?
The one I tried to break open. Yeah.
So it's a door.
If
you want to teleport somewhere, you need to be able to see where you're going.
Oh, it's not. This whole time I had envisioned like bars, yeah, iron bars.
No, it is not a iron. Yeah, it's all the obscure. All the doors obscure what's on the inside.
Is there? I can't help but think of Zephyrus. Is there any clearance below or above the door?
I mean, there's
where I can peek.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
As you try and take a look underneath the door, that's probably going to be the best.
Going to use a different die. It's only a little bit better. 11.
11. It's tough to make much out. You try and get some light underneath. It looks like a cell like the others. Looks like there's, I don't know, maybe a big rock in there.
Okay. I don't want to be, that's enough for me. I don't want to be stuck in there without having a misty step to get me out. So, I'm going to stay and study the lock for a little bit, see if I can figure out a way, or maybe study under the door to see if I can figure out what this rock is.
It seems like a large rock. And yeah, you take some time to study the lock and the door, and you think that perhaps somebody with some tools could probably do something about a door like this.
Okay, I'm going to meander my way on up and find Ball.
All right.
Oi, Skorri, what's up?
So, I don't know if you remember, last time we were down in the dungeon, they're opposite of, I believe it's opposite of where the Ironbound was. There's this locked door, and it's been nagging me since I came across it as a weasel.
Yo, I completely forgot about that. We should probably find out what's in there.
Yeah, so I was just peeking around, and it seems like there's some sort of stone-like thing in there, and I couldn't see well enough to really figure out any more detail than that. I'm nervous to open it without knowing what's in it. Do you think we need to maybe talk to Arthur, or should we just maybe keep this between you and me?
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's probably locked for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the chest was. Yeah, that's a good point. We should probably, if we want to open it now, maybe get together and discuss what could be behind it.
All right. Sounds less fun, but I'm with you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab a few people, and we'll maybe go down there and take a look.
Sounds good.
By grabbing a few people, who are you grabbing?
Definitely Arthur, Riff if he's around or she's around, and Wolf, and probably oh god, what's his name?
Willem?
Zephyrus?
Our new guy.
That
lives here. He's our sugar daddy, basically.
Adrian?
He's not around.
Adrian's not around.
He went back to
he
town
left,
to do
that's
stuff. Yeah.
Sugar daddy.
Our sugar daddy?
So yeah, I'll grab those guys. And
Where's my sugar daddy at?
My sugar daddy
kind of
dragon.
fill him in and remind him about that door.
All right. So yeah, Ball and Skorri kind of gather everyone up, and lead you down to the prison if you follow, and you have a door in front of you.
Why, yes,
you've got an empty room, and you have the iron-bound chest in a open door as well.
Why, yes, it looks like an ordinary door. I'm not sure why you brought me down here into the deepest, dankest dungeon in the house.
Well, that's the thing, is it's a deep, dank, dark dungeon, and there was other monsters down here. I figured we all should be here if we're going to open the door.
Have y'all just ever once considered in your lives that perhaps a locked door is better left closed?
When it's underneath us and it could maybe get out, I'm thinking maybe we should find out before it escapes.
At least if we could figure out what is behind this door.
Well, is there any inkling in the slightest that perhaps we're going to open that and it's going to be the ironbound aboleth's distant cousin? Something like that?
It's possible, but there doesn't seem to be as a strong of an imprisonment over here, if you know what I mean.
Mr. Telbrun, I have seen you shapeshift into the tiniest of all animals. I'm afraid I do not understand why you simply do not turn yourself into a spider or something like that and crawl right under the door frame then.
Without knowing what's back there, it wouldn't be difficult for it to potentially smash a spider.
This is really awkward because I'm wondering then why it is that you brought me down here.
Well, this is your...
I've seen you get on the doors before, so...
When I was blue.
Is that not something that you can do now?
Oh, no, I can do something far better than that. However, if I get over there and it can squash a spider, it can just as easily squash me. I mean, I am no primrose, but I don't want to get squashed on the other side of that door, see?
Wolf, what do you think about just opening and killing anything that could be behind it?
Yes, I think I could do that. I will simply smash the door down. Give me 1 second.
Wait.
Yeah. I would like to try and kick the door down.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, and that's going to be a 23.
Ooh, a 23. Yeah, you kind of just move the people, anyone that's in the way aside.
Yeah,
and,
I definitely step backward.
Hefty kick right on one of the hinges. It breaks the metal that is keeping the door held together on that side. You don't break the lock, you break the hinges that are on there, and
the actual integrity of the door.
Yeah, you kind of just grab the top of it as it slid out, and you just kind of just torque it and bend it down, and the door is destroyed for most uses of it. And inside,
yeah, nice job, Mr. Wolf.
Yes, you see, a door is simply a minor intrusion to your path.
We might have been able to use the door, to lock something else up, but I guess that's...
Oh, God, you guys were taking forever.
Inside, awesome. You see a large stone, probably about 4 feet high, 6-7 feet across. It takes up most of the room, and on the center of it is this pink kind of crystal vein that runs through it.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad we ruined a perfectly good door to get at the rock with the pink crystal in it. Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
It certainly is your color.
You are proud of me, yes?
That was awesome.
I'm always proud of you, Mr. Wolf.
Thank you.
I want to walk up and inspect this pink vein.
Does it ring any bells from my readings and stuff like that?
Give me a nature check.
Ooh, me too, with all the books and stuff.
Give me a nature check as well.
All right.
I'll go ahead and give myself guidance as well.
And me too, because I read.
Me too.
I refuse to believe this rock is anything other than a great decorative piece that my distant relatives placed here for our viewing amusements.
Yeah,
when we kick
behind
down
the
the door. It's like a prank, Haven't you ever done a prank before, Referian?
I don't know what that means, but I got a 20.
Okay, 20. 15, Skorri?
18.
You guys spend a bit of time kind of going over theories on what this thing might be. You settle on, oh, Milo, what's a good pink crystal?
Yeah, you're a geologist.
Orthoclase.
Amethyst.
Common pink. That's
Orthoclast.
Rhodonite.
It's a crystal that's naturally embedded into this rock. Either it was cut away because of that, or found this way. Most likely, this is something that would be used for magical rituals, arcane spells, as a focus, as a means of holding a spell.
I want to get close and look into it, like gaze, like Skorri style.
Yeah. You kind of look deep into it, and it seems like it goes throughout the entirety of this stone. Like it goes to the bottom, it runs through this thing. Like you can't quite make out the floor and the cobble underneath, but you're guessing that's about how far it goes down. There's some nice little like white veins that kind of cut across it, which are neat to see. But other than that, it seems very normal.
I note how beautiful it is, and I polish it a little bit.
It takes to the shine.
All right. Well, am I still here, guys? Did I disappear?
You are still here with us.
No,
yes.
you polished that crystal quite nicely, Skorri.
Well, I'm trying to.
I got some crystal vases upstairs. They absolutely use your attention.
Okay, well,
I'm bored. I go upstairs now.
Are we done praying to the weird stone, or y'all think it's something?
Is there anything else in this room?
Taking a quick glance around, doesn't look like it. Looks like it was just this large rock.
Any carvings? Anything identifying?
I mean, you spend a few minutes, and it looks like at some point in the past there was a prisoner that did carve some check marks into the wall. They got to about 17.
So we can't tell what this stone does.
It seems just like a stone. I mean, it's beautiful. It's something that jewelers would probably use to create something. Using detect magic, no magic.
Are there any breaks on the rock? Like maybe like a chunk broke off, it's resting on the ground near it now?
I would say there's probably a couple. Yeah, there's probably some areas where it's not all one stone. There's a couple cracks that were made into this stone, either when it was moved or...
Can I pick up some of the pieces that are on the ground and use mending to try and get them back into that stone?
Would mending work for a rock?
It says repair a single tear or break in an object you touch no larger than 1 foot.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I didn't read.
And it being kind of like a non-manufactured item, I don't think mending ends up working.
Oh, so it only works for like cast items or like sewn items.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You can't fix a tree.
Like a key. Okay.
So here's our dilemma now, gentlemen and lady.
I already went upstairs. I'm bored.
Okay, so gentlemen,
is gone.
We now have a mysterious rock that somebody at some point thought needed to be behind a locked door, and we have since broken said locked door.
Yes, that is what brings me as well.
I don't necessarily feel comfortable with everybody just going to bed at night and going about their business with this mysterious rock.
I could get Aura to come down and maybe fix the door.
I think we need to bring in some other brains. I think that would be wise.
Can I attempt to chisel at the rock with my axe?
Oh yeah,
chisel at it. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to like bust open like a crack? Or you
swing at
I'm
I'm bringing the hammer down.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like if there's anything inside of it.
Yeah. Give me a strength check again.
Can I give him guidance?
Sure. Add a D4 to that roll.
Okay, that's going to be an 18.
18. Yeah, you bring down the axe and it chips off a chunk of rock. You imagine you would probably have to spend months doing this to chisel away all the rock, leaving the crystal inside.
Okay. It appears that I would have to spend months chiseling away at this to expose the crystal vein we're inside.
If there's one thing I know about the Magnuses, is that they wrote down a lot of seemingly useless information at first glance. Perhaps they have something in the ledgers or the records or the diaries upstairs in that massive library that mentions something about a mysterious rock with a pink crystal inside of it.
Should we employ Strix to maybe find any mention of it?
Good.
That is his job now. Somebody put the lizard in charge of the library.
Okay. So let's do that.
Alex, does this look anything like a chair in the center of the room?
You could sit on it. What do you mean a chair?
Does it just look like a chair?
No.
It's a crit roll reference. I was hoping you'd get it.
Okay. I mean...
He didn't watch the latest episode.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. Is happening right now. It looks like a stone with a crystal in it. That's very beautiful and could probably sell for quite a bit of money.
Does it look like it was moved in here? Like, are there drag marks or any sort of...
Looking around the floor, it does not look like that. And noticing the door frame, it's a lot bigger than that. There was magical means to put it in here.
Or they built the house around it because it's a power source. Is this aura? Mr. Ball, is this aura here?
That's blue.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is. And speaking of aura, I need to find some.
Yeah.
What happens if somebody casts a spell at this pink crystal here? Has anybody tried casting a spell at the pink crystal?
I could give it guidance.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say too.
No, I mean, should I cast an Eldritch Blast at it and get that force coursing through it, I'm
not a big fan of trying to destroy it or anything.
I miss that Wolf swung his axe at this thing full force.
Well, yeah, he also destroyed the door, and I guess that's fine.
Yes, and that was very impressive, right? That door didn't stand a chance. And I stand over the door, and I'm very impressed with my work.
Why don't I try and blast Eldritch Blast at it?
While they're doing all of this meaningless nonsense, I'm going to go mail my letter.
Okay. You head up to the rookery, and find yourself a crow or a raven that will take the letter for you.
Cool. I kind of like flourish my bird. I put it on.
Oh,
my bird hood.
Your cape. Yeah.
And so I've got my bird hood on, and I go up there, and like if any of my Kenku pals are up there, I'll wave to them if they're like since they're like watching in guard and whatever. And
yeah, there's the two that kind of keep an eye out.
Yeah, and I send my letter off to the monastery of the Silver Song.
Oh, yeah, I would like to suggest... Well, I guess I'll do it in character. Since we cannot decipher what this stone is, perhaps I can designate 2 of my new recruits to watch it over the night.
I'd feel more comfortable leaving it.
Can see if something happens, and if it does, then, and it's bad, then it just happens to 2 recruits, and I mean, who cares about them?
Expendable crewmen. Yeah, put them in red shirts.
I gave them red uniforms for a reason. So,
is there a way that they can contact us should anything happen, or because potentially they could just die and then this thing gets out and we would never know?
We would know that it's bad.
I can give them a sending stone for the night.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they were working shifts.
Perhaps
2 of them.
perhaps we can't lock this door, but there's another door that we can lock behind us.
You're right. We have a magical phrase.
So why don't we lock the recruits in here overnight?
And if their maimed bodies aren't found in the morning,
you don't get to be a true guard until you
thank
stay
you for your service.
the house for a full night. Okay, so what are we doing?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give him a sending stone, and
I'm gonna have him. Yeah, just
here.
I don't want to lock him down here. I'm gonna have him stand guard over this like room, and I'll pick the door up and just kind of wedge it into place.
There, good as new.
Oh,
After an hour or two,
can I mend the hinges?
You can mend the hinges, and your carpenter will be able to fix that pretty easily.
Okay, I mend the hinges.
It's like we were never here.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just a mangled door on some good hinges, but it's screwed up.
He comes down and is like, somebody did a real number on this door.
Yeah, they did.
Wolf, the slayer of doors.
And you've got the two guards there that are going to watch over it.
Yeah.
You're not locking them in.
And I give them a nice sending stone.
A sending stone. They're like, oh, thank you. And they kind of like, are just palling around with each other. Like they've got some responsibility. They're feeling confident.
Yeah, this is like their first test in under my employ.
And you get Strix to start researching what that might be underneath there. He says to check back with him in the morning.
Cool.
And I want to burn if I have any books left from way back when, I want to burn the rest of those, making sure to just skim them first.
Yeah, you give, get a look through them, just the titles, what they were, and you take them to the hearth and throw them in the fire. And when you do the last one in the very distant forest, you do hear a howl of a wolf as the smoke rises above the chateau.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
since we're all together here, do we want to make plans to head to the waste?
we should make plans ahead of the waste. Now, Lady Riva, kind enough to secure some comfortable travel arrangements on our behest. So imagine when we're ready to go, we're going to have a nice padded, wagon, coach, something along those lines, so we can conserve our strengths, Mr. Ball.
Yeah, and we should probably do a little bit of research in town, go to the library, find out more about this Chaos Tower. Also, I need, speaking of conserving strength and whatnot, my body runs on aura, and I need to find it. It's getting close to being a month, and that's about how long I need to recharge.
Can you tell me, Mr. Ball, is there some sort of school of magic that it is tied to? Or is it a natural item?
It is magic itself. It contains its own magic, and you can kind of tap into it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Could I tap into it?
Anyone could.
Can we just use Ball as a sweet power capacitor for all of our spells now?
He's an amplifier.
That's right.
I kind of use it for myself to do the things that I do. So
like
why don't we just break them down? Okay, we just take the arms and legs, and we just keep the core, and that's basically the battery for our mages, right? It's kind of like an accelerator,
And
I
Tony
feel like
Stark
Ball
built
is
this in a
more
cave.
useful.
Lots of scraps.
Than just using him as a power source.
No.
Yeah, we'll use his arms. We'll turn those into weapons, and his legs can probably reinforce me. Ooh, that door I broke. So there we go.
Wedge it up against the handle.
Just a little kick.
We break Ball down for parts.
I don't like where this conversation is going.
He was perfectly functioning, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about the quality of this wood.
That wasn't my intention in starting this conversation. I was just curious.
I need to go into town and acquire some, or maybe you can pick some up and play with it. I guess.
I propose sortie into town. I suppose it will be my debut. Being black now rather than blue. I didn't mean it that way, so y'all can just save you laughing.
My debut as a black man.
and I like that he thinks that everyone in town that where we haven't really been all that much is going to be like, oh, there goes Zephyrus, the new one.
What's Zephyrus? His new skin.
Wait a
color.
second.
That's kind of exactly what Zephyrus is thinking. You know, though, perhaps all the added attention might be an undue hardship. Perhaps I just use my abilities and I make myself look blue again with my mask of many faces. And, well, perhaps we should get on our way then and see what we can get accomplished in town and secure our arrangements to get on into the wastes.
Yeah, right. And if we can't, if we can't find somewhere, I'll suggest to the group that, my rich friend whose parents are like the king and queen or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Sanj.
Oh yeah, Sanj. That's right. And I'll just say, and if we can't find Aura or whatever at my buddy Sanj, his parents run the town. They live in the castle. They might know or even have some. So, but it's I don't know. Do we tell them we're going on a quest? Maybe we can pick them up something along the way. Ooh.
I was supposed to have a meeting with the Lord and Lady of the town, and then I died.
I'm sure they've been wondering what happened to you.
Well, we saw. You did meet with them, just not you met with them.
Oh yeah,
Adrian wore my face and met with them.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was kind of weird. We didn't know what to really say or do about it, but that happened.
Oh, and he also placed bets on us in the tournament, which we won, of course. And
naturally,
so you look like you won a bunch of money. I don't know if that helps with your backstory. Okay.
All right then. Best we get on with it then.
All right, is everyone headed into town?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab the armor, the thief armor stuff that I have.
Oh yeah, yep.
And take that into town, and also I'll grab the betting book too.
What do
we got from the thieves?
Okay.
Well, I don't really have anything to do in town, but I guess I'll go with.
Well, I mean, we just get some stuff, and then we can go to the wastes. You know.
I feel like we've been saying that for a while now.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just do a couple more things. And
Let's montage it.
At least 42 minutes of it.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with. I guess I'll tag along.
Okay.
Maybe our wagon is there.
How are you guys getting there? Are you going to walk, or are you going to take the?
Oh, I'm going to definitely do, as is classic me, a classic jump kick through the circle.
An acrobatics check.
Take the circle too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easier.
19.
Wait, you guys 19. Took the circle when I was dead, so.
Yeah, you.
I would bring you along so you see how it works.
Come along, Arthur.
So yeah, Riff, you jump through. You kind of jump onto the wall inside the teleportation room, and then jump through to try and get some momentum as you're doing it. And you put one hand down and jump up and land right in front of the gardener.
Superhero
and he just kind of looks down at you and just kind of pats your head.
Yeah, you saw that one. All right.
That was good.
I'm like the only one that does this stuff. Hold on, I got to get on my way. My friends are coming.
Oh, yes. And then he goes back to clipping the bushes. As you all filter into the teleportation circle, and you end up in Tourlin, the bustling town near the chateau. What are you guys getting done here?
I got stuff to buy.
If the team agrees that we want to go and hit the waste after this, I guess I would send word to Riva that we're gonna need those travel arrangements soon. That luxury transport she promised us.
Yeah, I've got all my stuff. I got my bag and now my dual wielding chucks. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you know how to get in touch with Riva. You actually go to the
bar where we met.
Yeah, I think that's where she's staying. You can either meet her there, or she does do business at the castle, the kind of bureaucratic office that's there.
Gotcha.
And so she shows you the horse and cart that she has procured for you. It is of an exotic design, elvish in nature in some ways, but much darker woods. It is pulled by 4 horses and can seat 8 people inside.
Perfect.
Pretty neat.
And she says that giving a sly wink, she says the Dragon Council wishes good luck on this journey to the wastes, the mage's wastes.
Can I get some information from her too? Because she said that she has, or that they have claims in the waste.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get some information real quick? Just like, does that mean I'm going to be procuring stuff for her while we're out there, or just maybe reporting information back, or what?
She says that she tells you she's there to make sure that their claims are not
infringed
on by Usama.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the less people that know about where these claims are and what they are, the harder it would be to infringe upon those. What she wants from you is information about what Usama knows.
Got you. Okay. Thank you.
And so that is ready for you. The cart is ready for you guys whenever you'd like to take it.
I'd like to go back to that shop where I got the necromancy lens.
Yeah. What is that? Corbava's, I believe, the half orc shop.
And
right. Milo, are you headed there as well? Yeah.
Hey, Riff, you want to use your library resources to maybe find out about a Chaos Tower or Mage Towers in the Wastes?
All right. Yeah, we can go to the library. The head librarian lady loves me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and pat her on the back and give her guidance.
Okay. I'll go to the library, I suppose, and look up whatever Mr. Bowl was talking about.
Okay. Paul, were you going with Riff, or are you going to the store?
I'm going to go Skorri to the store.
Okay. I mean, guidance lasts all of a minute, so I don't know if that's going to help much.
I thought it lasted like an hour. Never mind.
Yeah. If
Don't worry, I've got my
if you're gonna guide somebody, you should be there. But you guys can, this is you're doing a lot in the town. So,
and I'll use my researcher feature while I'm there, so that should help me out.
Okay. So yeah, give me a persuasion or a history check to try and gain some information about towers in the wastes.
Ooh. A 19 plus something.
Ooh. Where are you doing a history check, or are you trying to persuade somebody else to give you the information that you're looking for?
I would basically ask where that part of the library is, or look at their decimal system.
You're doing your own research on this. Yeah. Go ahead and add your intelligence modifier and proficiency.
So that is a 5. So that's 24 for
good.
Tower research.
Okay. You spend a good part of the day trying to research, trying to find the few bits of actual information that Usama has gained throughout their mini wars with the mages. There's a few recurring themes regarding towers, as there are with most arcane casters. What you find out is there are a number of towers that have been documented. The ones that they know the most about are the illusionary ones.
Oh, cool.
There are a number of towers in the wastes where the sole purpose of them is to obscure the landscape around them.
Interesting. And that really, as I'm making forward studies or whatever in my shadow magic and sort of mixing that in with the illusionary magic, this all fascinates Riff, and she's taking mad notes. You're writing this stuff down, from your notes, and some of them are even correlating from what you've looked at before. Okay.
There's some odd symbology of like a dead tree.
Okay.
That you didn't think much of before, but that seems to come up in regards to these towers.
Yeah. And that reminds me of the thing that my buddy that's like following me around now, right? Or has that not happened yet?
The from the tree, right?
Yeah.
Your alienist. Did we give him a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Oh no, I'm sorry. I have Crag, which must be dashes, right? Or somebody's. Then I have Roman. Then I have Arna or Ara.
His name was Crag. Okay, yeah.
Crag. Arna Hodgiod.
That's what I thought.
A gnome.
Ara is the carpenter. Yeah.
The carpenter. Okay, sorry.
Mine would have been the high elf, or what I thought was like an elf.
I must not have. Yours is the only one I didn't write down.
Yep, that was it. Gallendale.
Okay, that's what I have on there.
Gallendale. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, Gallendale is. It doesn't. Yeah, it's different than Gallendale.
Okay.
They seem to be simply the undead spirit from the Kenku's hideout tree.
Gotcha.
That is what they've appeared to be. So yeah, you take down these notes.
And I'll draw the symbols. Anything I've seen like tower wise, I'll draw, and spend my sit crisscross applesauce like going through these books. And then also while I'm there, I want to see if they'll let me check out a book on aura if they've got anything like that, because I think I think that's interesting about Mr. Ball. It's like something I just want to read in my private time.
When you ask the old lady, the caretaker there, about books on aura, she says that, I'm sorry, all those books are they've been checked out by Professor Tiernan. He seems to be doing some research, and our stocks are low.
Yeah, all right.
So sorry, Riferian.
No, it's fine. It's cool. I got all this other cool stuff. Hey, it's good to see you again. Don't worry, I put all the books back.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
Okay, you weird me out, old lady. I gotta go.
So yeah, you do your research. You take your notes down after a flurry of note taking.
Yep.
Skorri and Ball, you head over to the shop, half-orc shop there. What are you looking to purchase? What are you looking to buy?
Well, I have an extensive list. I need a magic box, and I need a tooth, ideally turquoise in color. And I also need a fancy pen-like device, a long rod that you can write with.
Magic box? What?
No, a music box.
Oh, a music box.
You open it and it's plays music. Yeah.
Yes, of course. And so she's got a couple of different music boxes that play like children's songs or love songs. She doesn't have a turquoise tooth, but she does have an odd pair of dentures. And so there's 12 teeth on that. And she has a number of writing utensils. The ones that are metal tend to cost a bit more, maybe a gold a piece. The music box will be 5 gold, and the dentures are 5 silver.
Okay, cool. I actually have enough gold for that. The other thing, I have this armor, and I pull it out, and it's nice and shiny black, and kind of shimmers in the light. Mm-hmm. I've learned that all of these inscriptions and things, I don't know if you can read them. They're kind of difficult. They help you be more stealthy in dark places. I don't know if you would have an interest in this, or if you knew someone that would have an interest in this.
Oh, I'd have one question for you, Mr. Ball. Where did you get it?
I honestly procured it from some thieves.
Okay. That tracks. I'll take it.
And what could you offer me in return? Something I'm looking for that's maybe a little difficult is aura. I basically eat it to survive.
Aura. There's not a lot of need for that here. I could work on getting some for you. I don't have any in stock. I can buy the armor for 50 gold. Or trade, perhaps, if there's something else you're wishing to look for. And as a DM, I will remind you, Milo, that you can, for 50 gold of arcane components, perform a ritual that will create aura for you.
Okay, cool. 50 gold would work. That'll help me get to where I need to be.
Perfect. And she takes the armor and takes it in the back. She doesn't want to display this out front.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Yeah, I guess that's all I needed. Skorri, did you want to pick up something while we're here?
Yes, what else are we in need of?
I was curious, how flexible are you? I've just been in love with the stone. I don't know if you noticed, but my mask, my friend Ball here was able to install it into my mask. And
oh, very nice.
And
craftswork.
Yeah, he did a bang up job. Now, I'm wondering, how flexible are you on price for another one of those stones?
The magic glass?
Yes.
What school of magic are you looking for?
Remind me what there is. There was illusory.
Just wondered the schools of magic.
What's available in the shop?
She's got illusion, evocation, divination, and we'll say it's those three at the moment.
Okay. Can I'd like to inspect each one and like hold it up to the light and see if I can figure out what kind of properties it has. Like does it allow me to see? I imagine the illusion one helps me to see illusion.
So it works as the detect magic spell, so you're able to detect illusion magic on
specifically.
Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And same thing for
each of the different schools of magic.
Okay. The illusion one specifically, I'm interested in.
Yes, I can part with this. 25 gold for this piece right here.
25. Skorri looks troubled as he pats down his pockets and rummages through his pack. And, I don't know that I have 25 gold. I've got a lot of gear I could unload, or if you were willing to take maybe some sort of IOU.
Oh, we don't do credits in this shop. But if you're looking to trade,
hear me out. We are going into the waste. We've got a good amount of contracts.
Oh, very good.
I suspect that we will be flush with money and possibly some more valuable items than what you might have here in the shop. Would you be willing to maybe take a promissory of maybe an item I find there?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. As she looks you over.
This is not one of my strong suits. Can I give myself guidance?
No. It's very obvious when you're casting magic like that.
Yeah.
And she would be at least aware.
16 minus 1, total of 15.
15? She asks you how much gold you have on you.
To tell you the truth, I don't think I have any.
You come into my shop without any gold.
Well, you've been so kind in the past. I thought we had a thing.
I will need something as collateral.
Fair enough. I pull out a staff that I have strapped to my pack, and I put it down, and it's and you notice it's carved pretty intricately. It's a staff that Skorri spent some time on the seas with, and he's carved different sea creatures on it, and it's technically a druidic focus. It's not the one that he uses.
Okay.
His focus is his mask, but this is obviously something that's important to him, that has spent quite a bit of time with him on the seas, and he's put a lot of energy into He says it may not be much to look at, but it has a lot of sentimental value. And if you know anything about the seas, the symbols on here will guide you.
She looks it over. She sees that it's in fact a focus for a druid. She says, "I know someone that may want this if you don't hold up your end of the deal. So I'll take it. I'll give you the glass, and in return, I would very much appreciate 50 gold worth of either gold or interesting magic items from the wastes." And she hands over the glass.
All right. If there's some sort of secret half-orc handshake, I'd do that with her.
You both kind of bite your tusks a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
And I look at Ball and I say, hey, buddy, you did such a good job with the other one. Do you think you could put this one on the other eye socket?
Yeah, sure. We can maybe give it a shot.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, yeah, use your tools and get that done. Wolf and Arthur. Anything in town you're doing?
I don't know about Wolf. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
No, it's cool.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know about Wolf, but neither of us really had anything to do, so maybe we were just like hanging out at the Spiders Tavern or something.
Yeah, maybe we're just chilling. I mean, I didn't really have anything
Yeah, me neither.
to get here, so yeah, I guess we're chilling in a tavern and playing games, and I'm flicking the complimentary peanuts at people, and then when they look at me, I glare at them, and then they keep walking. Yeah, I stunt them like that.
Nice. One of you give me a sleight of hand check. One of you give me an intimidation check as you have a fun time at the bar here.
I'm pretty good at intimidation, but
I'm better at sleight of hand.
that's weird.
I was expecting the opposite. I don't know why.
Yeah, I got a 16 on sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
I got a 17 on intimidation.
All right. Yeah, you guys spend a good amount of time at the at Spiders and
just bullying people.
Just letting everyone know that you're kind of in charge. Some people had seen you here with Adrian before. Adrian likes to play this bar quite a bit, so you've got some cred. And you take a number of halflings for 30 gold with games that you play, and they're, you may have cheated on some hands, but they're not gonna call you on it. And
Nice.
The rest of the group after your guys' the day's events meet up at the bar. The carriage, the horses outside waiting for you in the place where they keep those things.
Well,
a livery is what it's called, where the horses in the carriage are waiting.
Well, did our esteemed adventuring party find all the amenities that they need to take with them into the waste? Shall we get going, or shall we go and wipe our bottoms with a silk undercarriage wipes back at the chateau before we take off?
I think a night back at the chateau might be a good idea before we head out.
You son of a bitch, Mr. Ball. Fine then. Oops, slipping into storm right here. All right then. Well, whatever the rest of the party wants to do, I'm ready to go. I ate a hearty meal here at Spiders. Done terrorized the halfling patrons. Want some gold, naturally.
Yeah, sorry, I've had a good time. Everyone here respects us.
There's a couple of halflings at the bar that just kind of turn and sneer.
Mind your own there, you short stack.
Nah.
I said you respect us.
Yeah. You did. You won the game. Good job. And they just down their drink in frustration of the day's events.
Just a game there, little ones. Don't get bent out of shape.
But I think that is where we are going to leave it for today's episode with you at the Spiders Bar.
I have one thing. One thing.
One thing.
Just one little thing.
Okay, how little? Let's see.
So a couple people will have to take the cart back, but I have maybe an interesting way to get back really quick. If someone wants to come with me,
I will, Mr. Ball.
All right, Skorri. So I'll take the magic or the music box, the teeth, and the pen. And
this is about to get real weird.
I will say the magic words. I can't remember either. We'll have to stay here.
That's backfired.
Okay, so you're wanting to enact the
teleport ritual,
the teleportation ritual, and who are you taking with you? Just Skorri?
Yeah.
And like, do you? So, okay. So yeah. No, you know the ritual. It takes 10 minutes. You have the items. The tooth disappears as you say the words.
Okay, so I have 11 now.
And you and Skorri are teleported back to the chateau.
Dope. Cool.
Did we beat the other folks?
Yeah, naturally, because where the hell did
it's
they
like
go?
a 2-hour walk.
Okay, good.
There.
Sons of
Well, we would
bitches.
take the cart, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get the cart. Who's gonna drive the cart? If we're going back to the chateau, who's driving the cart? Let's get an animal handling check.
This
I'll
is
do
where you
it.
die.
Damn, Strummer had really good animal handling, and I never got to use it.
I'll do it.
Okay. I was like, Zephyrus or Arthur does not have animal handling.
Like I'm gonna stand like on, instead of like, because I'm so small, like I'm gonna stand like on the little bench up there. I'm like, yeah, horses. Yeah, animal handling. +0. Cool. 14.
14, not bad. These are well-trained horses, and you stand up on the top of the cart there and lead the horses out of town.
One hand,
as you guys,
then the other with my chucks.
Ooh, there you go. The chucks in one hand, reins in the other. You head into the dark forest of the Chateau de Magnus to meet up with your friends and spend the night before heading off south to the wastes. And that is where we will leave it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I've been Alex, your DM. With me has been
Dash is Thrakis.
Bentley Michaels is Rafirian Night Meadow.
Rhett is Arthur Magnus.
Caleb as Skorri Telbrun.
And Milo's bowl.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.